Just in now, Congressman Mark Meadows will not be running for re-election. NBC News has confirmed that the North Carolina Republican may leave Congress before his term is finished to help President Trump in a still undecided role. That's according to a source close to the congressman. That person says the decision has been a long time coming, adding that Meadows has been thinking about it a lot.
Meadows, of course, runs the Freedom, what are they, Freedom Caucus?
Yeah.
Run the Freedom Caucus on the Hill. When it first began, the Freedom Caucus was actually intended to do what a lot of us did, a small group of us actually did, when we were in Washington, and that is limit spending in Washington, D.C. Unfortunately, it morphed in a very ugly way into just a blind defense fund for Donald J. Trump. Not financially, but they gave their reputation. Willie guys, they gave their reputation. They gave everything they had to defending Donald Trump at all costs, while the federal debt grew to record levels. They passed the largest bloated budget in the history of the republic, deficits exploding, tariff taxes being pushed, all the things that the Freedom Caucus was supposed to support, a smaller government, free trade, the free market, all of that thrown out the window in blind defense of Donald J. Trump.
And they're certainly not alone. Groups that had a very specific purpose have all morphed into becoming defense funds. You look at somebody like the Club for Growth, which was about debt and deficit, now weighing in on impeachment to defend President Trump. Evangelical groups could be added to that list.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.